Welcome to Eden Stadium in Athens, Ohio. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Toledo Rockets and the Ohio Bobcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
I caught up with the Bobcats head coach before the game. He understands coming off that emotional upset win against the #1 team in the country last week could add a lot of fuel to their fire, but he does not want them focused on that. If they're focused on what they did last week, they won't be locked in and do their job this week. Worry about yourself is the advice that this team got from their head coach this week. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And he takes this from inside the 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. The Rockets offense will have the football first. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. They want him to take care of the ball, do the dirty work, be good in pass pro, and make plays when he has a chance.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Rockets will punt this one away. On the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Bobcats offense will now get its first chance with the football. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
And the Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. And it'll be down right there. The Rockets offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking to pass, it's Richter. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Rockets will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Fresh center downs going to the air. Good job just to get rid of that one. Guys, let's take just a second and talk a little Ohio. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. 3-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the run.
Intercepted.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They're all over it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. Inside the 30. Inside the... And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? What a huge call there. They had the turnover. Instead, the roughing the passer call takes it all away. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Miller. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Rush is on. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time. 3rd and long. A lot of ground to cover. Keeps it himself. Hard running there. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The Rockets will bring the punt team onto the field. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback changing the play. 2nd down to the air. Left side is Rosa. Makes a catch but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Out wide right, it's Bowman. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. The Bobcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Card in the backfield. It's Pugh. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Stepping to the right. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play. 3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle, and he gets it away.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And they'll just down it right there.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
Sets his feet. It's Richter. Bought a little time. Lets it go. In traffic, it's Miller. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Corner showing press. They want to be physical here. Here comes the heat. Took a shot as he threw.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Second and long here. Rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Rockets line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Trying to get started. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down, gonna throw it. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Hits inside, it's Rosa. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Scoreless as we head into the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break.
Red 54, red 54. Jet. Go!
From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Pugh. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. And the Bobcats have this offense rolling. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, gonna throw it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Changing the routes with his receivers. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. They're working that left side. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And here comes the field goal unit. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Dead center perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not a chance he lets that one go. He's bringing it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Rockets offense looks ready to go on this drive. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. To the air, it's Richter. Under pressure. Almost picked off.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Just got rid of that one.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. Release to the back. Out wide left, it's Miller. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Out wide right, it's Newell. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ohio sends out the offense to start this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Rosa. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Defense all over him.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
This quarterback is so lucky that ball was not picked. You have to be so careful. If you're throwing the perimeter of the field into double coverage, you better be sure your guy's open, and you better be sure it's an accurate throw. Lucky that one wasn't a pick 6.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The run inside. It's Miller. All over him immediately.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Throws to the back. Finds his man. It's Miller. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Richter. Holds on, it's Simpson. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. Back to pass on second down. He lets one fly deep. He's got it inside the 15. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Toledo.
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
Number 93, set to kick it off.
On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll move the wide receiver. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. It's complete to the left.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in zones. You got to get him involved.
Second down to the air. Hauls it in. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. They'll run the screen. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Second down, going to throw it. He's got the back in the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. With the catch, it's Pugh. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Right side, it's Pugh. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. They want to throw it. Wideout trying to get it in. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Rides the option, he keeps it. Fights off a defender. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Dropping back, it's Richter. Heaves it deep. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. Let's start with TCU taking on the number 4 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Horned Frogs, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. The victory caps off a 7-5 regular season. Not the best outcome, but you'd have to think a bowl invite is on the way. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Back down to your game at Athens. The numbers sometimes can be telling, but I'm not sure how to view these stats and get a great read on the game so far. I do know this. The team that does a better job of taking care of the ball in the second half has the best chance of coming out on top. And with that, let's send it back to our men at Payton Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
From the gun, it's Rosa. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. Third and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Pugh. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Bobcats will send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Wants to throw. It's Richter. He's taking the shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, gonna throw it. Left side, it's Bond.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. We saw it all in that last play.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's got him wide open. Lots of running room. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Defense in press coverage. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Rockets! That one will give them the lead. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. Well, that score leaves you with a burning question. Who had that dude? Whoever it was wasn't close.
No, and the receiver was able to run right by him and get to the end zone and camp out and put up his tent and build the fire and fill up the coffee pot and just about everything else in time before the guy decided to even get remotely close to him.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands.
Number 93, set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tight end now in motion. To the back. Turning it on. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down. And you've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Oh, pressure's coming. Finds his big tight end. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And that's a beautiful job by the receiver, man. Knowing exactly where the sticks are. Don't dance, right? Get that 1st down. You're on your side of the field, man. Get a new set of downs. Keep this drive alive. I love players that have that awareness.
They'll go with the 5 wide out set on 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Rush right in his face. Wide open downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Making the adjustment. Drops back on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Richter. Fires left. That's caught. It's Miller. He got a step and just dusted the field.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. And bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
Into the third quarter of this edition of Midweek Action, it's 2nd and 10. Look out! Takes a hit as he fires.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Looking down the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 2nd down to the air. Looking deep. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking to throw, it's Richter. Out wide left, it's Newell. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Neither of these teams cracking the top 25 as we are in the final week of the season. Let's take a look at where things stand right now. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Comes down, it's Miller. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. He'll get rid of it. Right side, it's Simpson. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Trying to run, it's Miller. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul.
You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. The Rockets have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And the defense did a good job stringing that play along, and you could tell he didn't make a decision quickly and kept going towards the sideline and pushing towards his right, and then the defense caught up.
Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rockets! Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio. In a good way and get the deuce. They'll go to the air. And he gets rid of it.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Rockets offense looks primed and ready to launch on this drive. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Makes the grab in their space. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking downfield, it's Richter. Got his man out of the backfield. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The corners are walked up tight. Grab behind the line. It's Crosby. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Rockets now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. He's stopped. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and in winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. There's some daylight. Oh, he's got some space. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Rockets will have it 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide right, it's Crosby. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a 1st down in the red zone. And the Rockets, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. Finds his target. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. They'll move the tight end. White crossed the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Toledo. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh center downs going to the air. Throwing right. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Here's a throw downfield late. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Long way to go on 2nd down. They're all over him. And down he goes.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Keeps it, looking for the edge. And he's brought down after a short gain. They'll need a bunch on second down. Running inside, it's Miller. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling.